Fecs is a leading metallurgical and metalworking group with Italy's social and industrial landscape. A vertically integrated group, it has a track record of constant growth and relentless innovation. It's a team of companies built around one Earth, Fecs. For many, preserving our environment is still a dream, but we all have to believe in it to make it happen. We can change the future with our capability of turning waste into raw material. Stemming puts to use its consolidated organization and top-notch expertise to handle metal waste both from a commercial standpoint and ensuring compliance with laws and regulations. After careful documentary checks, the material begins a new life, as it's transformed from waste to raw material under CECA and UNI standards. In the first stage of the process, all incoming scrap is crushed, breaking it up into small pieces. Magnetic drums remove the iron, the first product, extremely sought after by steel makers. As the rest, composed of non-magnetic metals, plastic, rubber and inert materials, continues its journey on air-based process removes the light materials and sifting methods separates the material by particle size. These materials are then sent to the linear motor switch, using a process based on Foucault's law, perform a dry separation of the material parts from the inert parts, obtaining a mixture of aluminium, brass, copper, zinc, magnesium and lead. Within the remaining material, a cutting-edge technology identifies the atomic number and the pneumatic process separates out the aluminium. Every year, stemming facilities rank among Europe's largest, process about 100,000 tons of waste, outputting about 90,000 tons of raw materials. The aluminum that stemming recycles is used by Radiatori 2000 to produce radiators. The aluminum sent to the smelting furnaces becomes liquid at 700 Celsius degrees and is poured into ladles and transferred to the furnaces incorporated in die casting machines. The aluminum, kept at optimal temperature, is picked up by an automatic loader which puts it in a container where an ignition system transforms it into the raw cast element in 45 seconds. The radiators continue their processing in the assembly department, where a fully automated cycle with sequential millimetric programming performs welding, grinding, threading, assembly and pressure testing. The radiators that pass the tightness tests are then sent to the painting department for 2 more steps. The first phase is the surface treatment that consists of degreasing them and soaking them in a nanotechnology treatment tube which guarantees zero environmental impact and corrosion resistance. The second phase is painting, performed by anaphoresis, followed by the application of epoxy powders that give the product its final look. After painting, the radiators are baked at 180 Celsius degrees. Radiatori 2000 guarantees all products obtained by means of this process for 10 years. The production cycle ends with packaging. The recycled aluminum finds new life in the high-design Ridea products, a new Italian leading-edge heating product brand, as unique and exclusive works of art captured by a dream. Ridea radiators provide thermal comfort combined with custom design, blending functionality, looks and energy efficiency. At Ridea, the aluminum plates are processed and engraved according to the design and careful workmanship uses copper to make the heating system. The extruded radiators are mechanically and manually processed to create artistic shapes and cutting-edge design and are then fully assembled by hand to check every detail. The painting phase, while exploiting the latest technologies, is done by hand to ensure a thorough visual inspection. The manual manufacturing and finishing and the attention to detail are essential elements that the expert Ridea workforce performs continuously and steadily. Radiatori 2000 has created a second division, the manufacture of semi-finished aluminum products. The first part of this process involves melting the different ingredients to get the required type of aluminum alloy. A series of ducts conveys the metal to a second furnace, where it rests to ensure better consistency and quality. Once the liquid aluminum has the right chemical and physical characteristics, it's gravity poured into molds mounted on a fully automatic system to produce semi-finished products. A long continuous chains allowed the aluminum to cool and solidify naturally, and the final robotic system handles the stocking of the semi-finished products. Day-to-day activity on the market has made it possible to grasp the requirements of a number of large industrial groups, seeking to buy aluminum ingots at set prices. EMT handles the certification and marketing of the semi-finished products created by the group. The company has its own industrial site that provides rational storage, handling and packaging of the materials for which shipments are identified and traceable. All this has allowed IMT to be one of the few producers to deposit the Fecs brand at the London Metal Exchange in London and on the New York Nasdaq commodity market, which potentially allow real-time placement of the entire production, ensuring certain collection. Rigorous quality controls and tests are performed on each lot to ensure perfect quality for the end customer. The company's many certifications attest our care and accuracy. Just a few years from startup, the company is an important force in the field, having already reached a sales volume of 35,000 tons per year and having won customers among prestigious companies such as Fiat, Renault, Volkswagen, Siemens, Bosch, Indesit and Candy. These results are not reachable without research, teamwork and expertise.